This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we speak with two men making sure a little girl's spirit lives on in the Cunningham Valley. Welcome everyone to your one-stop shop for local information. I'm Ken Cara and I want to thank you for tuning in. A day-long event is being planned for this Saturday to help preserve the memory of a 4-year-old Cunningham girl who passed away unexpectedly in December. Our Lisa Sugar talks with two men who are helping to coordinate Ryan's Ride and Festival.
A huge event is taking place this Saturday. It is the Ride for Ryan and Festival. It is a special event to raise money for a beautiful playground in Cunningham in memory of little Ryan Cara, who was taken way too soon from this earth. I'm pleased to be joined by her uncle, Brent Raswich, and also by Brian Early, who is the president of the Remembering Ryan Cara Foundation. This is a really fantastic event taking place this Saturday at LaRock Grove in Sugarloaf. What is the reaction for your family? I know your brother and his wife and everyone, because of how this big event has unfolded to bring a playground in Ryan's memory.
We're just trying to do whatever we could, and when our family and friends suggested doing, having fundraising, we wanted to include everybody. And between the quad ride, the motorcycle run, different vendors, the baseball teams coming and maintaining stands for us for cotton candy, hot dogs, burgers, that kind of stuff. It's overwhelming. It's just overwhelming that we're gonna have an opportunity to help raise money, and everybody wants to contribute. So we think the turnout's gonna be phenomenal, and we're looking forward to it, just so that when it's all said and done, we all came together, we raised the money to put this playground in Cunningham in Ryan's memory.
I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. Brian, so many people have stepped up to make this work. So tell us what we're going to see on Saturday and how we can get involved.
Okay. The festival starts at 10:30 and it runs until 9 o'clock at night. We do have the ATV ride, which registrations are going to be between 10 and 11 o'clock. The ride will start at 11. Anybody that has an ATV that comes down and rides, you'll be able to ride from 11 o'clock until 5 o'clock for whatever your registration fee is. We have the motorcycle poker run that's going to be starting from Death Row Motorcycles. Registrations for that are between 10:30 and 12 out at Death Row Motorcycles on 309, and that ride will start at noon. That ride is going to end up at the festival probably between 4 and 5 o'clock, so it's going to be a great day for a motorcycle ride, great cause that they're supporting. For anybody that has kids, we're going to have bounce houses out at the festival. There's all kind of food. Craft show, tricky tray events, entertainment all day long, and Saturday night's going to be capped off with the Tommy Guns Band playing between 5 and 9 o'clock. There's something for everybody, even if you just come down to eat, stop in, say hello. We're looking forward to having a great turnout from the community, and the more money that we can raise, the more playgrounds that we can put in. We'd love to put a Ryan's Playground in every community in the greater Hazleton area and expand the reach out beyond that.
Wow, that is truly amazing. And I know that your family loves the ATV, so Ryan loved ATV,
yes.
So you're doing all the things that she will be looking down and smiling upon.
Absolutely. She was always telling her dad, Matt, she's like, Daddy, can we ride the quad? He's like, I gotta go back to work. And Dad, but later. So he always did. And that's one thing that Ryan always enjoyed. So, and I'm getting ready to cry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Well, it's really great to see the community come together to really preserve the memory of this sweet little girl, and so much good will come out of it, but we need your help to make it a tremendous success. And I know because of the ribbons and everything else that has been throughout the community since her passing, that there is going to be a tremendous support. So please come out this Saturday to LaRock Grove in Sugarloaf. You will truly make a day memorable for the entire community and make a playground possible, hopefully, for Cunningham and many other communities.
Thank you, Lisa. Ryan's Ride and Festival will be held at LaRock Grove this Saturday. That is where the Balloon Festival used to be held. Signs will be posted. Now to our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Hazleton council member alerted police to a telephone scam in the area. Hazleton police report that council member Jean Mope received a phone call from a 202 area code from a woman who identified herself as Marilyn Rubin. The woman told Mope that she was the recipient of a $9,000 grant from the U.S. government. The caller attempted to obtain bank account and routing information. Realizing it was a scam, she notified police. Chief Jerry Spezial says the department will look into the matter as there are a number of scams being attempted. He reminds residents to never provide personal information. Each year at this time, the National Association of Letter Carriers steps up to help stamp out hunger. This Saturday, the letter carriers will again host their annual food drive. Residents can put non-perishable items in a bag by their mailbox on Saturday, and it will be collected by the mail carriers. Volunteers are also needed to help collect, sort, and box the donations. Anyone interested can email richard.solo@local.unitedway.org. The Hazelton Area School District will host a community outreach meeting this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. at the Freeland YMCA 600 Front Street in Freeland. Topics expected to be discussed include the district budget, enrollment, bus routes, and internet access for all students. And right now, a hot topic is a recent school board vote that opened all fall and winter coaching positions. The meeting is open to parents of students in the district, district patrons, and students who are also invited to bring up their own issues. Today is Lupus Day, World Lupus Day. The day was created to bring awareness to the chronic autoimmune disease that can damage any part of the body. To learn more about lupus, you can go to lupus.org. Also, the monthly lupus support group meeting scheduled for tonight at 7 p.m. at the Bowl Arena in West Hazelton has been canceled. Well, I need a little break, but when we come back, Dennis Gantz, the host and producer of Wild About Hunt, is here to talk about his other gig as an emergency medical technician. And later, I get into a debate with Morgan O'Hara, a gold medal swimmer at the Hazelton Area High School. Plus, we'll learn where O'Hara and 2 other Lady Cougars will be competing in college.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Brandon's Forever Home and the Children's Service Center of Wyoming Valley are teaming up for a special event next month. A spring 2016 adoption match event will be held on Saturday, June 4th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Brandon's Forever Home, 187 North Church Street in Hazelton. The event is family friendly. Children are welcome and waiting youth are invited to attend. If you are interested in attending, please RSVP by calling 570-825-6425.
This coming Monday, May 16th, marks the start of a special week, EMS Week, recognizing the people that do emergency medical services throughout the country and right here in the Hazelton area. I'm pleased to welcome 2 of the gentlemen who are part of the EMS service, and that is Dennis Gantz, who is the Director of Marketing and Education at APTS, the American Patient Transport Systems in Hazelton, and Wally Boyle, who is the Paramedic Coordinator. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. How important is EMS Week for this area?
EMS Week is really important. For many years, I've been doing EMS for 30-some years now. And in the beginning, EMS never really got recognized for the work that we do. And in recent years, EMS Week, that's what it's out there to do, is to thank the EMS providers for everything they do. They do many hours. Those of us who are paid, there's many volunteers out there. So it's really important to recognize the job that we really do on the street and the changes that we make in people's lives.
Absolutely. And for people who don't know, what jobs are included under EMS Week?
It's all your first responders that are volunteers and paid ambulance employees. We are fortunate that at APTS this is our career, this is what we do, but there's a lot of EMTs that volunteer their time for their communities. In and around the area here, we work very closely with all the volunteer ambulances, and we need to support them because they're going through the same education and the same continuing education and training that we go through as career EMTs. So there's a lot of time and sacrifice that they put in to making sure that they can help you when you need the help.
And there are activities that are taking place next week in recognition of this, so maybe you could touch on just a few.
Yes, a lot of the hospitals throughout the area are going to have different events that honoring the EMS providers. If you're working or you're on the ambulance, you go to those hospitals, they'll have something going on. But specifically here in our hometown, Lehigh Valley has a few events that are taking place on Tuesday. There will be a dinner at Capriotti's that'll have a presentation where you can come and have a nice meal. The presentation is on tactical EMS with all the different things that are going on throughout the country. Tactical EMS is something that is very important, and you'll get some continuing education there. They'll have a barbecue lunch on Wednesday at the hospital campus here at Lehigh Valley Hazleton, and then we do something for our employees on Thursday, and we do a lunch. So that's something that we do for our folks to thank them for all the time and hours that they put in.
We are fortunate, I believe, in this area because we do have, as you said, a lot of volunteers and paid people here. So this is really a very well-respected profession in our area.
Yeah, it has. It's really come a long way. From the days when I started 30 years ago, you had a lot of people doing it, but you really didn't have the respect and whatnot. And 9/11, unfortunately, that disaster really brought forward the emergency services and the importance in what we do every day. So it's just great to have some time set aside to be able to say, thanks for the job that you do every day, and it makes us all feel really good.
Well, again, it starts on May 16th. It is EMS week. As Wally said, say thank you to those that help make our lives much better. They take care of us when we need them. They're always there when we call. And I'd like to start by saying thank you to Wally and Dennis for helping us out and getting the word out, and for everything that you guys do on a regular basis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's a close-up shot of the moon from our friends at NASA. I'm kidding, I don't have friends at NASA, but I swear I do have friends. I also have our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service right here. You're looking at raindrops, by the way, on a windshield. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 43 degrees, west wind around 5 miles per hour. On Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. We'll get up near 70 degrees. Wednesday night, partly cloudy as we get down into the 40s. Thursday, mostly sunny, and we'll go above 70 with a high of 71 degrees. Thursday night, 20% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 53 degrees. For our Friday, showers are likely, cloudy with a high near 64. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 49 degrees. And then on Saturday, we have a 50% chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 60. Saturday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 41 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
That a Cubs fan bet his life savings on the Cubs to win the World Series. I don't know if that's true. I think the Pennsylvania Lottery is a better bet. I don't know right now. Pick 2, 3-3, pick 3, 786, pick 4, 1870, pick 5, 44629. Those are your midday winning lottery numbers. Now our home of the week. This week's home is at 110 Manayunk Avenue in Eagle Rock Resort. This 2,784 square foot log home overlooks the ski area and lakes, has 5 bedrooms plus a finished basement. The kitchen has granite countertops, stainless appliances, and hardwood flooring throughout the entire main level and loft. It was just reduced to $399,000. For showings, call Diane at 570-956-3323 or email dfrench@Eagle Rock Resort. When we come back, I'll have a full scoreboard. It is jam-packed, but right now, before we go to break, we have Law Talk.
Hello again to Falvello Law Talk segment on SSPTV. Today we're going to talk once again about auto insurance. It's not a topic we can really cover with you viewers in 2-minute segments all at once. So today we're going to talk about really basic coverage in the auto world, and that's full tort versus limited tort. We've talked about this many times before, but it's always important to I think, to review it and make sure you know what you're buying as an auto insurance consumer. Here's the big difference. Full tort, you retain all your rights to make a claim regardless of your injury. Limited tort, you give up a lot of those rights. It becomes very subjective in the determination of how serious your injury is. And what that means is that unless you have a serious injury, as defined by law, you cannot make a claim for your pain and suffering. And that's very difficult to determine. As I said earlier, it's very subjective. But why leave that to chance? For a couple extra premium dollars, you buy the full tort, and for maybe another $30 or $40, $50 a year, if you give that up and buy limited tort, you could be giving up thousands in pain and suffering damages. It's something to consider very seriously. And even though your agent may say, hey, you have full coverage, that full coverage may involve limited tort. So ask about full tort and limited tort, and by all means, if it's something you can afford and something that you want, don't give up your right to seek pain and suffering damages for a few extra premium dollars.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Last week, I got to interview 2 District 2 gold medal winners as they announced where they will be competing in college next year. They gave us some television gold as well with great interviews. Let's see what Hazelton area seniors Morgan O'Hara and Mackenzie Uri have to say. You probably know that Morgan O'Hara is a good swimmer. She won a District 2 title this past season and will be swimming at Susquehanna University next year. But did you know she wants to be a lawyer?
Well, I was just interested in it because I think I could really help people. And I think I'm good at it. I'm good at arguing. So
Did you ever do a debate or anything here at the high school?
I'm the debate queen.
The debate queen challenged me. I told her I was all for putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. It turns out I was wrong.
Definitely not change it, because the reason they're changing it is to make women feel more empowered. Well, of course a man would think, yeah, I don't change it, but women don't need to be on a bill to feel empowered. We already are empowered. We're doing things. We're going places. We don't need somebody to say we're not, oppressed. We have equal rights. We don't need it.
I don't know where the Wyoming Valley Conference's most valuable basketball player, Mackenzie Uri, stands on the issue, but I do know she's happy to be heading to the University of Scranton. She'll continue her basketball career there, and here's what she'll be studying.
I do know what I want to do. I want to go into elementary education because I love working with little kids, and it's always been so fun to do. And I always loved working Lady Cougar camps with all the little girls and everything, and I'm just very excited to pursue that major. Uri will be remembered for her clutch performances and her positive attitude that helped guide the Lady Cougars to a District 2 championship this past winter. Positivity, I try to express that every time I wake up in life. I want to make the day the best I can, and my mom's a very big influence on that, to always be upbeat and positive and try to make the best out of every situation. And that's how I try to take on life. And I couldn't thank her for everything that she's done, and she's the best. O'Hara also won some gold this winter, winning the 100 backstroke title at the District 2 meet.
I won't forget that, because that took me a long time to do, 4 years for me to win. My freshman year, I lost by .01, and then it was close every single year. So
when you finally win, how do you celebrate something like that? Did you just go home and relax, or how do you celebrate winning districts finally?
Well, I wore the medal around for about 2 weeks, first of all. No. I tried to get ready for states.
Really? So it was back in the pool? There was no downtime?
No, yeah, it's Saturday, Sunday you have off, Monday you practice.
So O'Hara didn't really wear the medal for 2 weeks. That was an over-exaggeration, but she did show it off. Did you really wear it for a little bit, though, or were you just kidding?
No, I really did. I wore it for a day.
Where's the craziest place you wore it?
McDonald's?
McDonald's?
Yeah, the team went to McDonald's and I wore it there.
In a few weeks, O'Hara and Uri will take their final steps as Hazelton area students at graduation, but they'll always be Lady Cougars. My 4 years here have flown by so quickly, but I wouldn't change a thing about them. And no matter where I go, I'm always going to come back to my roots and be a part of the Cougar family. Madison Palumbo is another well-spoken Lady Cougar senior who will be playing at the next level after graduation. Palumbo is off to Penn State Hazelton next year to play soccer. After being a captain of Hazelton area squad for the past 3 seasons, she's the very first official commitment for the new Penn State Hazelton women's soccer program. If you remember, we spoke with her when she made her announcement official earlier this year. A lot happened on Monday. Let's go to the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. The Penn State Hazelton softball team lost in the losers bracket final in the Penn State University Athletic Conference playoffs. However, their season will continue in the National United States Collegiate Athletic Association tournament. The Lady Cougar softball team stayed unbeaten in the Wyoming Valley Conference with a win over Coughlin. I'll be out covering their game against Valley West on Wednesday. MMI's Julia Snyder and Desiree Dinko led the offensive surge as MMI beat GAR. Marion fell to Schuylkill Haven. Shenandoah Valley lost a pair of games. Dave Seaman and I will discuss this talented Mono area team tomorrow during Dave Day. We'll also discuss the Tamaqua softball team as well as we get ready for the Schuylkill League playoffs next week. Hazelton area topped Crestwood in baseball and they moved to 5-4 in conference play. Marion is still in the hunt for a Schuylkill League Division III baseball title even after a crossover loss to Schuylkill Haven. Wyoming Seminary beat MMI. North Schuylkill wrapped up the Division I Schuylkill League title and Tamaqua earned a wild card berth in the league playoffs next week. And for the second time this season, Kayla Merkel broke the Hazelton area record in javelin as the Lady Cougars beat Tunkhannock. The boys also got a win. The Shenandoah Valley boys, they were victorious in the Schuylkill League. The Penguins got their fourth playoff overtime win and they evened the series, best of 7 series with Hershey and Pawtucket. They shut out the Rail Riders on Tuesday afternoon. Sports is over, but please don't leave. There's more FYI after this. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 11th birthday to Mason Mazurkevich. Love from Mom, Dad, Alyssa, family, friends, and all of us here at SSPTV. And in our Talk of the Town report, Holy Rosary Parish will be hosting a free community luncheon Saturday, May 14th at Catholic Social Services, 214 West Walnut Street in Hazelton. All are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazelton Rotary Club and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. For more information, please call 570-455-6390. Our next announcement, Pocono Greyhound Adoption will be holding their second annual golf tournament Saturday, June 18th at Sand Springs Country Club. Cost is $75 per person or $300 per team and includes green fees, cart, free range balls, lunch, and dinner. Non-golfing dinner option is also available for $30, and they'll be having lots of 50-50s, tricky trays, prizes, raffles, awards, and more. For info, just call 570-301-8399. And finally, the Gunnarsson Rehabilitation Center, located on the 6th floor of Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazelton, will be hosting a free stroke screening Thursday, May 19th from 9 a.m. to noon. Participants will have their blood pressure and pulse taken, and the staff will review medical and family health history. The screening is free, but space is limited. Advanced registration is also required. Call 570-501-4632 for additional information. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Alice L. Kirshner, formerly of Drums. Funeral is Wednesday at 10 a.m. from the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And Betty Jane Kaler of Rock Glen. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Daniel Ramsey of Shamokin. Daniel, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Happy birthday to Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker. Our friend, the sports editor at the Standard Speaker, will celebrate with ice cream cake and sports commentary on FYI tomorrow. It is Dave Day. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.